into SEMA, and I've hatched a new plan. It's a little bit far out there. We'll see how well it actually works. But I thought it'd be so fun if I found famous YouTubers or even just car celebrities and asked them to do a hot take on the Pajero Mini road trip. I know a lot of them would be excited about it, or I think a lot of them would be excited about it, but it'd just be so funny to get these guys' opinion on, hey, is this thing gonna make it? What do you think of this trip? So we'll see how it goes, but I'm gonna try to give that a shot. Guys, we officially made it. Welcome to SEMA 2024. All right, I'm here with Ethan and Edwin from Grind Hard Plumbing. I'm gonna ask them about the K-Truck. So, this is my Pajero Mini. I just bought it in Phoenix, Arizona, sight unseen, and I'm trying to road trip it all the way back to Bozeman, Montana. Do you think I'm gonna make it?
Oh yeah, you got this.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, that's got to be way more reliable than a Humvee.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Downside though, 0 parts you could just buy at a parts store.
0 parts.
Yeah,
it's
that's
stick
the
shift,
thing.
right-hand drive, turbocharged, manual transmission, which is better than the automatics.
Yep.
But yeah, if I...
How's it running?
Mostly good. It's got a weird stutter. The ECU kind of like cuts out every once in a while, but like
You'll be fine.
it's still like making boost. It's so slow.
What's
like
I was gonna ask the top speed.
I hit 75. I had my AirPods in, jamming to some heavy metal, and I hit 75 going down a hill, which was way too fast. You know, like 6,000 RPM, 7,000 RPM. Pinned. It redlines at 8 though, so like whatever.
Nice. Is it a 3-cylinder or?
It's 4.
Oh wow.
20 valve. The valves
What is it,
gotta
like
be
a
like the size of my
700 cc, 660?
660.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So
That's the limit for K.
It's the limit for K-Trucks. Yeah, but I've had my eye on your guys' Mitsubishi Ranger.
Yeah,
if you ever sell that, I want it. I know you won't, but I'm like, that thing is
it's so much fun.
Yeah.
We use it all the time.
We're talking about putting it on Formula One wheels and tires.
Oh
and
my gosh.
road tripping it. So
To the Grand Prix. So
that's a thing.
We'll see.
That's a maybe thing.
Awesome. All right, that's the Grind Hard Plumbing guy saying I'm gonna make it.
Good luck.
All right, I'm here with Jason from Fireball Tools, and I'm asking about the Pajero Mini. So, Jason, this is my Pajero Mini. Just bought it in Phoenix, Arizona. Trying to drive it back to Bozeman, Montana. Do you think it'll make it?
What size engine's in it?
660 cc's.
What transmission?
It's a manual transmission.
4-wheel drive?
It does have 4-wheel drive, yeah. I'm taking a lot of back roads.
Back roads, so your top speed is what?
I got up to 75, but comfortably it's like 60.
I think you're gonna make it because you can do the speed limit.
Awesome.
I think you're barely.
I do have a trophy truck chase bar light on it, so I can flash when I'm like really slow. So.
Is it right-hand drive?
Right-hand drive, yep.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's an adventure for sure.
I think you're gonna make it and do just fine.
Awesome. All right, thanks, Jason.
Thank you, guys.
I bought this K-Truck. This is a Pajero Mini. I know this is not really up your alley. It's a Pajero Mini.
It's up my alley.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. My alley's really weird and big, but that fits
Perfect.
it. Yeah.
It's a really small car. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
bought this sight unseen in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm road tripping it back to Bozeman, Montana.
Oh, hell yeah. I like everything about this.
Do you think it's going to make it?
What kind of tools are you bringing with you?
I have a very basic socket set and a very basic wrench set and a Leatherman. That's literally
Leatherman
it.
will probably do more work than both the other things.
Yeah.
My recommendation is forget the tools. You just need things like zip ties, duct tape,
ratchet straps.
Definitely wires so you can jump fuses and things like that when random things blow. But yeah, I don't know, man. This looks way nicer and newer than cars I've driven way further. So
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've done the Gambler 500 if you're familiar with that a lot.
Course,
so like I'm pretty familiar, but
yeah, Tate and the boys, I love those guys.
They're so good.
It's a great thing.
Yeah.
That thing's super rad.
It's so rad, dude.
I didn't even know they
it.
made the a K version of it.
Yeah, so 4-wheel drive, stick shift, right-hand drive, turbocharged. It's 660 cc's, but it's a 20 valve. you got to figure the valves are like the size of my pinky nail or something.
It's wild.
They're so tiny. It's not fast at all. It goes 60 miles an hour. But I'm taking it on mostly dirt roads. I'm taking it to Moab. I'm going to Sand Hollow in a few days.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So it's already been on the road for 5 days.
Hell yeah. So you have it here?
I have it here, yeah.
Oh, nice. So you're already on the way.
I'm already on the way. I've already posted. I'm posting a daily video every day.
Oh, nice.
That I'm doing. So
that's my kind of energy.
Okay, sweet.
I love that kind of
I figured I'm just grabbing people who are like, I'm like, they would probably like.
I bought an Audi 4000 that hadn't been driven in 3 years and had a ton of problems, and drove it from British Columbia all the way back to LA. So, which is like, I think I put like 1,700 miles on the car doing it, and it broke every day. So you just gotta be prepared to fix it.
Yeah, exactly.
And like lean on other people to help them fix it.
Yeah. And that's the beauty of the car community.
And it's also not cold. I did it in the middle of winter.
Yeah, well, it's getting pretty close. When I get to like Utah, I'm looking to pretty much shoot straight up, but we'll see. Sweet. So you think it's gonna make it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go make it. So I don't think it's not gonna not break, but I think it'll make it.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, thanks, Brian. So I'm here with Blake, and so I bought this Pajero Mini. It's a K truck in Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm road tripping it back to Bozeman, Montana. And I'm asking people, do you think it's gonna make it? You're big on the off-road world. You understand some of the stresses on it.
How hard are you going to be bonsaiing it? You going to be creepy crawling and cruising?
I'm going to do like 200 to 300 miles per day. I've been creeping my way up since then, and I'm doing as much off-road as I can. So like I've got 2 or 3 days of 100 miles off-road in the future.
She'll make it.
You think it's gonna make it?
I mean, I've done worse.
Okay.
It just depends on how hard you beat it. If you treat it like you want to make it to the finish line, you're gonna make it. But I mean, if you're going like race pace, it ain't gonna make it.
It can't really do race pace. It is turbocharged, but 660 cc's. And top speed's like 60.
You know what that reminds me of? My Geo Tracker I used to have.
Dude. Yeah. Geo Tracker, Suzuki Samurai, same size.
Suzuki Sidekick.
Sidekick. Okay.
Yeah, the Sidekick and the Geo Tracker are the same. But in my high school career, I had one of those, and I beat the piss out of that thing. Let's say I wasn't very nice to it.
Yeah.
But it did live, and it super succeeded my expectations.
Yeah.
So to close this out, my vote is yes, it's gonna make it.
Sweet. Awesome. So that's Blake Wilkie saying that it's gonna make it.
It's gonna make it.
So I'm here with Chris with B is for Build, and he built this Murcielago. And so I bought this Pajero Mini.
Yeah, those are hot, dude.
Yeah, so I bought this in Phoenix, Arizona, sight unseen 5 days ago, and I'm road tripping it back to Bozeman, Montana.
Really?
And I want to get your thoughts on the trip and whether or not you think it's going to make it.
I think it's I was just looking at these, and I was just kind of shopping for these, and with the kits and the accessories that you can get, they're super, super hot.
So sick.
I was like really, really seriously looking into that thing. I should buy one of these. So that's really cool that you got one.
Yeah.
Was it imported from Japan?
Yes.
My luck with imported from Japan cars has been really good. Like really, really good. So I think, I always just tell people, like, just make sure your oil levels stay right, and everything else you can work through.
I'm adding a little bit of oil every day.
So as long as just, any road trip, keep your oil dialed, and I think you're going to make it.
Awesome.
I hope you make it.
Sweet. Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah.
Awesome.
If not, I'm going to be road tripping around out there too, so,
So I'll hit you up?
Yeah, if you can DM me on Instagram.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, Chris. So this is the only K truck I've seen here so far, and I was thinking about getting one of these because they're so sick, but he's got a way better camping setup than I do. Yeah, that'd be a journey for sure. Still right-hand drive, it's stick shift. I think there's still 4-wheel drive. This thing would be super sick, but yeah, the tent on the back, maybe I'll put a tent on the Pajero Mini. So they've got this full-size display model of this tent, but then I saw this one and I thought this actually might fit on the Pajero Mini. It's so small. That's awesome. Oh man, this is a sight for sore legs. I'm exhausted. I think I walked 10 miles today. I'm excited to drive this. So before I left Vegas, I had to hit up the Strip, this iconic piece of road in the Pajero Mini here at night. I've never been here, I've never seen this before, and so I figured might as well experience it. It's part of the SEMA experience, I'm pretty sure. See all the lights with the car. And here's the crazy thing is, as I'm leaving SEMA, so many people are pointing out the Pajero Mini and they're giving me a thumbs up, or I even had someone tell me, this is the coolest car here. It's just so awesome to be driving a weird, quirky, interesting car around car people. And now to take it down this strip, I feel like this is just kind of a special moment to take this car that really has no business being in a place like Las Vegas, being in a city in the United States, and especially not here, and taking it down this road. So yeah, just super fun way to cap this off, and very, very different from Montana. All right, day number 2 of SEMA. Guys, I walked so far yesterday. I saw almost the entire thing. I walked 10 miles almost entirely indoors. Saw a bunch of cool people, saw a bunch of cool builds, but honestly, I'm pretty beat. So I'm going back today. I'm gonna tool around a little bit. I figure I'm in Vegas. I wanna see a few things. However, I also wanna go check out a state park. I think it's called Valley of Fire State Park. It's just north of here about an hour. It's a nice way to break up the drive from here to Sand Hollow. And my friends are arriving in Sand Hollow tonight. So I think I'm gonna take off a little early. I still wanna check out a couple booths. I didn't get to check out the off-road stuff. I wanna take some pictures and videos there. But today's gonna be a lot more chill of a day. I thought I was gonna go hard for 2 days, and well, I just went really hard for 1 day. And it was a great day. Got to hang out with some amazing people, but I'm not wanting to stay here for too much longer. So with that, I need to pick up some supplies. I need to head back into Vegas, get back on the Strip, find parking again for the convention center, go to SEMA day 2. All right, so I'm here with Rick, and he's got this sweet Delica.
This is a 1993 Mitsubishi Delica that we did a full custom build on. We're now the only manufacturer in the world offering aftermarket product support for these Delicas. We do everything from the R2.8 Cummins swap to 8-speed automatic transmissions with MP241 transfer case. All the lift kit, 6 inches off the ground. We can go all the way up to a 31 1050 on a set of Volk wheels like you see outfitted on this Delica here. We make all the bumpers, all the alu-cab racking systems, everything that you could dream of for the 93 Delica. We're our one-stop shop.
Sweet. You want to show us the motor and what you got in here?
Yeah, let's take a look at it. So this is the brand new repower by Cummins. It's an R2.8 factory. They make about 260 horsepower. We've upgraded this with a larger turbo and fully tuned the fuel system to where now we're making approximately 485 horsepower and 700 foot-pounds of torque, making it so we can cruise down the freeway in this thing at 80 miles an hour, 1,500 RPMs, getting 40 miles a gallon. And if we really want to get on it, we hear that turbo whistle, we can squat the rear end and do 100 like it's nothing.
Wow, wow. Yeah, that's a big power change for sure. And then you've got the Hellcat 8-speed.
Yep, Hellcat 8-speed automatic transmission, and that really just brings in the fuel economy, you know, because you're cruising down the freeway, like I said, at 80 miles an hour, 1,500 RPMs, you're getting 40 miles a gallon. And if you really need to climb a hill or something like that, jam down a couple of gears, you're pulling maybe 3,000 RPMs, still probably getting 35 miles a gallon, and you're pulling the grade solid, you know. With 700 foot-pounds of torque, it moves this thing around super, super well. And if you have anything like this, or a Montero or something like that, Cummins repower with a little bit of added juice to it, that's the way to go. Yeah,
man, that'd be sweet if I could swap one of these into a Montero.
Yeah, for sure.
Rad.
For sure.
All right, thanks for sharing this with us.
Nice to meet you, brother.
Nice. Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah,
that's so
horribly
sick.
Clacky, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
nice, you know, and cruising down the road with this tunnel over the top of it is super quiet.
Yeah,
so.
I believe it. Rad.
Big 360.
All right, that's enough SEMA for me. I am tired. I've walked a long way. I accomplished everything I wanted to, made some business deals, got my business card out there, talked to some people about shop supplies, and met some of my heroes. This has been rad. But time to get in the car and time to continue this road trip. So that's it for SEMA 2024 for me. I've only lasted 1.5 days. I'm exhausted, but I saw a lot of stuff. I saw so many cool builds, and I got to meet some really amazing people. It was so cool for some of the YouTube celebrities that I follow to spend any time talking to me about my projects. I mean, I am such a small fish in a huge pond. There's people doing real business transactions. Like, this is a trade show. So people are signing contracts, people are making deals that'll change the course of their business forever. And these guys are getting bombarded by people who want to talk to them or share their projects and stuff. And so it's just so cool that they'd spend any time talking to me. And it was really fun for me. I talked to them for a little bit, and then I'd be like, hey, can I get a hot take on this trip I'm doing? And as soon as I showed them the picture of what I'm driving and told them the story of what I'm doing, like, they just lit up. They were all so excited, and they're like, hey, this is something that I would do. This is something I'm excited about. So that was just like, man, that just warms my heart. That's just so fun for me. So that's a wrap for me on SEMA. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the road, but that's gonna be in the next video. So thanks for joining me on my tour of SEMA, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.